Action.
All right, so let's get into. We got a lot of Warner Brothers stuff to talk about.
Yeah, let's do some Warner Brothers.
This is WB. So Zaslav.
Zaslav.
Did you see? So he's replacing all the studio heads too.
Oh my god.
Like heads are rolling because I guess he felt that the executives paid too much at a lot of these. You know, like you go to the festivals and the auction and you bid on the rights to release these movies.
Yes.
Supposedly, all the other studios said
they're undercutting everybody and not releasing the movies.
That they were paying more than any other studio is willing to even bid, and then not releasing something. So supposedly, which I think it's Zaslav, but he's blaming everyone else, and their heads are going to roll. And that
Warner Brothers wasn't that bad.
What happened?
Zaslav fucking started making nightmare decisions like when he took over. Like
Warner Brothers used to be prestige.
It was like Shepik, right? Or was that Disney?
That's Disney.
Okay.
I don't remember who was there before
Zaslav. Who was before Zaslav?
He came from Discovery.
BZ before Zaslav.
Because Warner Brothers was prestigious. HBO.
Right.
We had HBO Max, and that's when he came in and was like, we're going to make it Max. We're going to kill the one thing people bought and paid for off the app.
Replace it with a word no one associates us with.
Put 90 Day Fiance on there.
Everybody still says HBO, by the way. No one's like, watch it on Max.
I hate it. Oh, it's still to this day is. So
we talked about this last week.
Well, yeah. Let's start with that one.
Yeah.
They've been trying, multiple studios.
Right.
Have been trying to save the Coyote versus Acme movie. All the actors from the movie have been campaigning that it's a good movie, it's a funny movie, someone buy the movie.
Will Forte got like mad at like Warner Brothers on social media. Like
there's like a bunch of people in that movie too.
Yeah, there's so many people in that movie. It's probably pretty good.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good
too. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now if it comes out and it's not good, then but it can't not
But it won't prove anything. It'll be like you still made it. You put all that work into it.
It doesn't matter. Own your mistake. Yeah.
You put all those crappy DC movies out, but. So, Ketchup Entertainment, who
Hypnotic,
as we talked about
Hellboy the Crooked Man.
We said this last week. Hopefully, they just buy all the Warner Brothers animated stuff, and they just become the animation,
the Looney Tunes
studio, and we don't have to worry about the Hypnotics and the other movies that they're making.
Yeah,
because they will be the hero studio.
Yes, but they didn't make this movie though. They just bought it.
But with the rumors on top of all this, which we'll get to about them selling the entire branding of all these characters, so here's Coyote versus Acme has been officially purchased by Ketchup Entertainment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They get the worldwide rights for releasing everywhere. The terms of the deal are not yet official, but an insider is saying it's right around $50 million. Which is nothing because allegedly, I'm looking for this if they updated it, but. Last year when this was all happening, I said it was, I think 80 million was the budget.
But Ketchup now has to find somewhere to distribute it to, right?
They do have, their problem is they normally don't, they're not a powerhouse yet. Like I remember A24 even a couple of years ago couldn't get more than like 1,200 theaters on a release because they were building up.
Yeah.
Now they're getting bigger.
Worldwide.
That's where I think we're at here. But that's okay because now you have a property that you can fall back on forever.
And you're in for no money.
Compare
$50 million for a complete movie, and now all you have to do is find it a home. That's nothing. And people will want that because it'll draw subscribers in because it's a movie with publicity already. Like,
that was going to make money just because.
That was the best decision Warner Brothers could have made for this movie.
I want to talk about that. They actually ended up on accident hyping this movie to the point where it's going to probably end up making money.
So much marketing that they did
not
pay for.
For free.
Right. And they don't want it. And they're like, no, thank you.
Yeah, we don't want it. We're going to write it off.
Are the Warner Brothers logos still going to play before?
They probably have to.
Do they?
That's who it was made by.
True.
They're buying the rest of the rights, but the movie's already done.
Yeah.
You're buying the done package.
The package. Damn.
Ketchup
Entertainment can sync their little logo.
Oh, they will. It'll be before.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, this is how long it's been going on. We talked about this on Cinemagasm last February.
Last week.
So this was finished filming in the November, December before that.
Yeah. It was
23. The end of 23 is when this thing was done.
God damn. How long we been doing this?
A lot. They were trying to get to 75 to 80 million, and Netflix, Amazon, and Paramount
said no.
Didn't want to spend that much money.
Netflix saying no is crazy because they produce the biggest heaps of garbage out of all of those.
Really weird.
Well, no, thanks. We'll make our Plankton movie.
Yeah. Have you seen Good Burger 2? We're fine. Warner Brothers, so this things that are weird. The tax write-off that they were looking to make, which I don't know if they officially did it because they still never, because the thing has been in limbo, was 35 to 40 million.
Yeah.
So think about how screwed up this is. They were trying to double the amount that they were going to write it off for.
Right. It's so shitty.
It's like, you don't think you would have, worldwide, you could make 80 million if this thing was marketed right? With John Cena, Will Ford. It had some people in it.
Some names.
It had some people in it.
Yeah. Coyote hasn't gotten his. People love Roadrunner and Coyote. Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah,
you know?
no,
He's never had his own movie.
My fingers are crossed that this ends up being at least decent. Just be better than Back in Action. That's all. That's all you got to be.
Yeah.
You don't have to be Space Jam. Actually, no, just be better than Space Jam: A New Legacy. That's all.
Right.
Which, if you think about Space Jam: A New Legacy, what was the plot? It was about...
Let's assemble the Avengers of Looney Tunes characters.
The actual main plot was about how it was in the movie that the corporate people at Warner Brothers were so dumb that they were getting rid of their franchises and bringing in an algorithm and then selling off the...
That's what they're doing.
It's happening in real life.
That's what they're doing. We need LeBron to come play a basketball match against Don Cheadle so they can save Warner Brothers.
That tells me that the writers of that movie saw what was coming already. And they were like, well, this is actually really happening, so I'm just going to... To me, that blows my mind.
Yeah. They were just taking notes in a meeting. They're like,
I got a pitch for a movie. Still no release date yet.
No.
I hope it's a success.
Yeah.
I do, because the day the Earth blew up didn't do a lot of money, but again,
but it got a limited release.
They got the rights, they got instantly put it out, had a limited release.
But that's my problem is Ketchup Entertainment got a limited release for a Looney Tunes movie already. That's a precedent that's established.
Right.
So what is going to happen to Coyote versus Acme? Yes, we have the rights, you know. Yes, it is available to watch, you know, to distribute, you know, but we can only get it into limited theaters, you know.
Yeah, so how do you play that?
Do you sell it to a streaming? No, because
nobody wants it.
Everybody said no already.
Well, not at that price.
At that price.
I mean, the only thing they could do then is take it for 50 and turn around and sell it
60.
Because what if Netflix was like, I'll give you 55, and Warner Brothers was like this, and then they come in and go, quick $5 million made.
Yeah, I'm surprised Disney didn't come out and be like,
that's what
we'll give you 60 million Ketchup Entertainment, and now we have a Looney Tunes movie on Disney Plus.
I think that might be the dark horse that comes in and scoops up Warner Brothers animation.
Disney?
I mean, Bugs at one point was bigger than Mickey.
Oh yeah,
by a lot.
Oh yeah, Bugs.
You bring that under
bigger than Mickey right now. Yeah, they don't do anything with Mickey Mouse.
They don't do anything with any of the characters. I just think if you put those under, I don't want it to happen, but if Disney had them under their umbrella, then you have a whole new stable of classic characters with a new fresh take on it. See, I think Sony or Disney would be smart to do that. Sony has nothing. If they don't sell their film department, then they should grab a... I mean, who owns Hanna-Barbera now? Because that was Warner Brothers also, because they bought
It might
cartoons.
still be
and they've
Warner
cut most of that
Brothers.
stuff off too, and they've been talking about selling that. So there's like a lot of classic animated pieces that you could buy and turn over.
Yeah.
Buy the Scoob too, because that was world build. That's what I mean. Like, there's enough there already that a company that doesn't have an animation department or any kind of seeds to plant could just come in and already have their entire world.
Is that available? What happened with Looney Tunes for this one to become available and Scoob 2 could not?
I wonder.
Because like Scoob 2 still had a little bit to work on, right?
No, because they finished. Because the guy who did the music said, "Bittersweet Day." We just finished scoring the finished movie. Like,
they're done scoring and they're like,
put in the vault.
Pens down, canceled.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So once we get a release date for that,
but saved.
We'll let that know.
We had to touch on that after last week.
Yes. Yeah. So thank God that's saved.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of all that,
we'll cut to a year. That movie sucked.
Well, the crappy part as we continue the negative side is Warner Brothers has decided that they're going to just go ahead and tear down the Looney Tunes building.
They're done with Looney Tunes.
The classic building.
I'm like, you mean the mascot for your fucking company? Yeah, we're done with that. That's like, Disney going like, yeah, we're Mickey's out.
Yeah.
Like, it's in public domain now, and they're still like, no,
Mickey's ours.
Yeah, Mickey's ours. Like, of course.
I just don't understand.
Mickey is more of an icon in the real world now than he is in their films and media. Like, Disney World, Disneyland is all still
right.
Mickey,
And you see
Pluto,
Mickey.
Donald, Goofy, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. See, Warner Brothers never really. I know they did a lot of what is it, Six Flags?
Six Flags, I think.
But that was. I don't think
technically
that's
the Warner Brothers.
But I don't think
park.
that's their park. I think they licensed their.
Right.
But that's the problem. They never did the Universal or the Disney thing and make an actual Warner Brothers park.
Yeah.
Because then you would have had Bugs and Daffy and Porky and everyone all over the place, and now you.
Yeah,
now
that was
we're
probably their biggest. Why didn't they do that?
because there were
Why
so
isn't
much
there a
cooler
Wonderland?
characters.
Like, do a theme park. My God. You know?
Everyone's like, what happened in the world the last 50 years? That's what happened. Like the Warner
Stop
Brothers
making theme parks.
start making Warner Brothers characters.
Yeah.
Those were they were funny, sarcastic. We got all these like cuddly, soft Mickey. Everybody's got to be friendly to each other.
Yeah.
No bullying.
Yeah. Yeah. Looney Tunes were anti-woke before anti-woke.
You knew where I was. A sarcastic dick.
That fucking pussy-ass mouse. Like, whoa.
Easy.
God.
So
This fucking kids' cartoons.
Here's the weird part of all this, though. They're in the middle of seeming to be gutting all of these properties,
They're destroying
right?
the Looney Tunes, like, building, like the lot.
And during this,
Yeah.
Netflix orders a live-action Scooby-Doo series.
Netflix.
Help me understand. Yes. So help me understand. 8 episodes already, by the way. Locked in, live episode. And I'm trying to understand because the last press we had from Scooby-Doo, we're still talking about Warner Brothers. Let's throw all the other characters out. Was that crappy, terrible, Thelma? Was it Thelma? What the hell was the name on HBO show? That crappy Mindy Kaling written Scooby-Doo show.
Oh, Velma?
Velma. That's how much I hated the show. I couldn't even freaking remember the character's name. That was one of the worst things I've ever seen. And it crushed it. And people are going to do another Scooby-Doo thing?
Live action. About how the team first met the Great Dane. It's literally going to be...
They're going to do the movie.
It's good.
They're going to do Scoob in live action. Why?
And the second one's going to be a Christmas special. Yeah. I'm like, God damn it. We don't need live-action Scooby-Doo. We haven't needed live-action Scooby-Doo for 20 years. We haven't needed live-action Scooby-Doo. 8 episodes. Streamer is picking it up for 8 episodes. First reported to be in development in April of 2024.
Barlanti? It's Berlanti is the
Berlanti?
Berlanti?
Greg Berlanti?
It's Berlanti Productions is currently has an overall deal with Warner Brothers Television, who still control the rights to Hanna-Barbera characters.
Okay.
So they still...
Oh, Warner Brothers.
So does Warner Brothers think... This is what I'm confused about.
I hate Hollywood.
I do. They think there's more value in a Scoob property that they just keep doing wrong than in the Looney Tunes characters that they've lay dormant and are ripe for a reboot?
Well, yeah. They
doesn't
let
make
Velma
any
go for
sense.
2 seasons after everybody shat on it. So, of course.
But that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Space Jam: New Legacy is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and it still made money.
Yeah. Velma was a bad series.
Just like bad. Just bad.
Take out all the drama about LGBT representation.
No, just throw all that out.
It's just bad. It's just terrible. You ready for the tagline? Mystery Inc. is back in business. We're excited to bring Scooby-Doo to TV as a live-action series for the first time, said Peter Friedlander.
You know what they're doing?
Vice President of Scripted Series for Netflix.
I'm we're on a Variety article. We're skimming things here.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing?
What?
They're doing PG Stranger Things. This is I'm from the words they're using and the setup they're using. They are going to do live action Scooby-Doo Stranger Things. That's what this is. God damn it.
And Finn Wolfhard is Shaggy.
The crazy thing is, if they did that right, that could almost work. If it's filmed the right way.
Yeah.
But we've already established in the live action movies from 15, 20 years ago that they went full zany. And the Velma show showed you can't go any other way. I know it was badly written, but I mean, like, Scooby is Scooby. Like, if you do a Stranger Things style show, it's
like dark and kind of twisted.
That's what this sounds like, but like a PG version, like Dark Crystal-y kind of.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Okay. You want to know
Goosebumps? This is gonna be Goosebumps.
It's Goosebumps with the dog. Yeah. You want to know something that I just learned? I thought Hanna-Barbera was one lady. 2 dudes.
You gave me crap.
It's 2 dudes, guys.
Oh, can you get Hannah? That's
my
funny.
whole life.
You're like,
my whole life. I'm reading and it's
hey,
like,
guys,
one of my first favorite jobs in Hollywood was sitting with Bill, Hannah, and
oh my God,
Joe Barbera.
You're like, so Ryan's gonna take some time off from the From CTS as he gathers himself.
Thought Hanna-Barbera was one lady, guys. Thought it was one chick. Thought it was one super cool chick making super cool cartoons. You know how many times I visualized what Hanna-Barbera looked like? God damn it.
He's like curly hair.
Every
He's like
time somebody
drawing
says it,
pictures.
it sounds like one name. That's bullshit. That is not on me. That is on the world, okay? That is bullshit.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a good short right there.
It's not one.
How do you?
It's two dudes, guys.
Oh,
It's two men. It's two grown
see, that's
men
something I
making
wish would come up on a show when there's like 6 of us.
I
And
thought it was
someone
like,
goes,
Lisa
"What?"
Frank.
You're telling me.
It was Lisa Frank and Hanna-Barbera taking over the world. She was making the cartoons and she was putting them on the binders.
Like, so wait a minute. Is it Lisa, Frank? Are they two
is
people?
it John, Lisa, and Billy Frank?
Wow. Holy.
That's the title of this episode. Like, Hanna-Barbera's not a chick?
It's 2 people?
Oh my fucking god. It's not a bit either.
No.
I did not know
No,
that.
I'm crying. I cannot believe. You were like,
Oh, yep, there's a hyphen right there. There's a hyphen in between Hanna-Barbera. No one ever writes it with
Hey,
the fucking hyphen.
they type some weird. Come here, read this. Because what is it?
The check is made out to Hanna-Barbera.
I wish you would just
They had
ask so I could have corrected you and
They
been
had
like,
to create like a social security number for this alter ego they made.
that reminds me of our show, and that person thought the show name was Beanin'.
It's like fun.
Beanin' Superbad. Oh, are you Beanin'? No, it's Bean and. What do you mean?
This is like finding out Santa Claus isn't real. Like, Hanna-Barbera's not a real person? Are you fucking kidding me?
The Lisa Frank comparison is the best thing ever. It's like, wait a minute. It says 2 people? No, it's 1. Well, how come Hanna-Barbera's 2 people?
Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my head hurts.
Oh, that's a good cinemagasm.
That's gonna be my stand-up. So you guys know Hanna-Barbera's a
So I was reading something today.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy